Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Ooh, it's your girl, how you doing? And you can call me May, anyways. But yeah, I will try to use May. Anyway, welcome back to my channel. And um, I was actually looking for a best place for me to actually do this video today. But like, oh my god, I'm just tired of looking for a location to do my YouTube video. So I just thought, you know what, I'm okay with this place. So yeah, this is just like a corridor here in my house, and I just thought, let me just do this. Oh, I know there's some kind of shadow behind me. Anyway, because of the lighting, I can't stop that. So thank you for coming back to my channel. And if this is your first time, my name is May, and I'm just a a learning YouTuber. Or what English will I even use? I'm just trying to learn how to you know come up with content. All right, if this is your first time, like I said, please give my video a thumbs up, and also you can please subscribe. And if you have any question from what I'm going to share today, you can leave your comments in the comment section. So I'm going to try as much as possible to answer your question. Anyway, so today I just want to talk about mistake you should not make while you're traveling abroad, or maybe when you're relocating abroad, because I made some mistake and I've learned from it, and I'm still learning from it up to today. And I just don't want somebody else to make that kind of mistake that I made. Anyways, so by the way, I don't know where to start from. But truly, if there's number one thing you should never do, or one mistake you should not make while you're relocating abroad, is not to pack enough food. Okay, so I will explain this for you. While I was relocating, I was interested in, oh, I have shoes, I have bags, I have clothes, let me pack them, I have to pack everything, I have to pack everything. Then I was being told, don't pack too much of shoes. You can't wear them. I was packing heels, I was packing, I don't know, I was just packing unnecessary things like clothes that, like, the fabric are not enough to take cold. I was just packing them, and in fact, two boxes were full of clothes while I only packed few food. Only for me to get here, I went to African store and I was shocked when I saw how much they sell those things for. Anyway, so the number one thing you should do is pack food. Please pack food. Pack enough food that will last you for like 2 months while you're trying to settle down. Egusi, beans. I don't know, for some reasons the kind of beans they sell here. Oh my god, they are so funny. If you don't have pressure cooker, you're going to waste electricity or gas on cooking the beans because they don't get soft. I don't know why. For some reason they're just too hard. And by the time you think they are soft, part of it is soft, part of them are hard. So pack enough food, egusi, grinded pepper, crayfish, enough Maggi, enough spice like thyme and curry. Pack enough food. Even gari and groundnut, pack them all. Number two mistake you should not make is packing too much of wig. When I say wig, I know some people will be like, oh, what if you can find where to make your hair or something like that. Like I said, all those things, by the time you get here, they don't really matter. Fine, you can pack maybe like 2 or 3 weeks, but honestly, I'm telling you, you don't need them. When I got here, I had my long hair and everything, but by the time I got here and I realized that, no, man, because even the winter is going to spoil your hair. Even the wig that you want to put on your head, by the time cold catch you, my sister, you won't even remember about what's it called? You won't even remember the wig anymore. So, like I said, number one thing, pack a lot of food that would be enough for you for 2 months or more. The second thing is don't pack too much of wigs. or don't even bother. I know it's quite expensive to make hair, but try like you can learn how to make your hair yourself, or even go and low cut like myself. Anyways, I'm not being selfish about this, but I'm just telling you the fact. Like, except if you belong to a Christian community, like maybe a church, that is when you will that's when you'll be interested in, okay, you want to make your hair and all that. But really, truly, you don't need wig. And also, number three things you should have at the back of your mind is number three mistake you should not make is jumping at people anyhow. I know we all, when we see somebody like our color, we are all interested. We want to mingle with them. We want to belong. Like say, oh, we are the same. We are from the Nigeria. Are you from Nigeria? From Africa? But my sister, please don't jump to people. Don't learn the hard way. When you meet people, give it time to learn who they are. Give it time to see if you guys have some things in common and if you can be friends with that person. Don't jump at people. Don't learn the hard way. And because most times we don't know, we just feel like, oh, we're the same color, we're from Nigeria. Oh, my fellow Nigerian brother and sister. But no, you don't know. Some people, when they left Nigeria, they've changed when they go to this part of the world. And if you are just jumping at them, you might end up putting yourself in trouble. So please don't jump at people. Be slow to speak, but be eager to listen. Okay. And also, if you're a Christian, that's number four. If you're a Christian and you're moving abroad, the first thing you should do is try to find a Christian community. Please don't make that mistake of saying, okay, I'll stay a month or two before I find a church. Please, do you find yourself a church? Find yourself a church, a Christian, a Bible believing church. Because when you move to this part of the world, it's very easy for you to derail as a strong Christian coming from Nigeria. It's very easy to derail when you have so many activities like maybe you are a care worker or maybe you're a doctor, you're a nurse. It's very easy because you would you would get so distracted and very busy with work while you are ignoring church. So I would advise that you please try to look for a Christian believing church, like a Bible believing church, I mean, to go and mix with them because it's very easy to be depressed in this part of the world. Honestly, it's very, very easy because it gets so bored. The kind of life that the white people they live is not the same with what we are used to from Nigeria. So I advise that you should try to like join a Bible believing church and make friends with them. Okay? And don't jump at people. Don't say because you met them in church they're your friend. It's a lie. Everybody's your friend. Even the ones in the church. So I'm not saying they're enemies or they are bad people. It's just that you might not understand each other. So try to understand each other. And honestly, so that's basically the most things. And another thing I would advise for ladies, young ladies are relocating abroad. Maybe if you're relocating alone, that one is a different thing. Or if you're relocating with your husband, and if you have children already, that's fine. Look after your children, but don't jump to give birth to another one. Settle down very well. Maybe after a year or two before you start giving birth again, because you need to get yourself. You need to get yourself. You need to like get used to the new environment that you find yourself. Not just jumping and if you give birth so soon. Oh my God, it will be so stressful for you. And also, like if you're that one is if you're moving abroad with your children and maybe your husband. So don't just and you still like to give them. Just stay for like a year or two just to get used to the new environment. And also if you're moving, maybe you're joining your husband or maybe you and your husband as husband and wife, you don't have children yet. Please, please, please. They don't mind what people will say. stay for a year or two before you start giving birth. I will say it again and again. When you're moving abroad, you don't have children before. Please stay a year or two before you start giving birth. The first thing to get to do when you get move abroad is find a job for yourself. At least find a source of living. And because most of the jobs here, you'd have to work for like 6 months before you can be entitled to a maternity or maybe maternity pay leave. So I would just advise, please find yourself a job for like a year or two before you start having children because I won't lie to you, if you just go ahead and just have children just like that, maybe your husband will now be working and you will be at home looking after the kids. It will be so stressful for you. You don't know the kind of environment you are. You have not gotten yourself used to the environment and you're giving birth to a new life, which means you don't have any idea of where you are when you're giving birth. How do you want to look after the child? So you have to be like, at least work for like a year, get to know people, get to know the environment, then you can start having children. Please don't make that mistake. Don't just give birth immediately you get abroad. So actually, that's basically most of the things that you need to put at the back of your mind. Um, Pack a lot of food. In fact, don't even bother about too many clothes. Just buy clothes that you know you can wear for like few days when you get here. When you get here and you start working, you will be able to buy more clothes. Clothes is not the essential thing for you to pack. That's one thing. Secondly, don't buy too much of wigs. People buy too much of wigs. At the end of it, they won't be able to use it. Look at me now. I shaved my hair. I can't even remember the last time I put wig on my head. I can't remember. Over a year now. So even when you have those wigs, they are occasional. So don't waste your money and go and buy expensive bone straight and all that. And secondly, please belong to a church. Thirdly, belong to a church. Don't jump at people. Please find yourself a job and don't just jump to giving birth to children, even if you have a child or two before. Don't just jump. Get used to the community, please, so that you don't just because for example I'll just explain to you if you're in a new country and you got there, you started giving birth immediately you got there, you're not working, you didn't start working immediately. By the time the children start growing up, you want to start going out and mixing with people and all that, it will feel so hard. So it's better you know the environment so that it won't be boring for you and your child. Okay. All right. So thank you for listening to me today, and please do subscribe to my channel, and I promise that I'm going to bring more content. I'm going to post more content, and there are some really really interesting things that I would like to share, like in terms of the wrong perspective that people have about people abroad, and that when they travel, there's money everywhere. No, everything is not rosy. Yeah. So and that's one. And also I will share later on in some of the videos I'm going to post some days time or maybe some weeks time. I'm going to share with you the countries that are very hard to get visa to, and countries that are not hard to get visa into. And what else again? Anyway, so many interesting content, and also I'm going to be sharing with you few things, maybe like in terms of diet, health, anything I come across. But before I share anything here, just know that I will go online to do my study and I'll do my research before I come here to post anything. Like I said, I'm not a travel agent. I don't know anything about traveling, but I will try as much as possible to do my research and I'll get back to you because I know some people want to ask questions that how can you relocate very easily? How can you do this? How can you do that? What are the methods and what to put in mind when you want to relocate? All those ones, and that one will be discussed later on. But I really do not have anything and I don't know anything, but I will do my research and I'll get back to you on another video. But if you have any question you want to ask, please do ask the question in the comment section. And once you ask the question, that will give me like an idea of what I should post next. Okay. Thank you, and please subscribe, 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 subscribe. Thank you. Bye.